Hey guys, it's Bree. So in today's video we're going to be going over all of the book series that I am in the middle of. I have gone through my series, I have tallied my marks, I have compiled my list, guys, and I am in the middle of 30 series. See, okay, here's the thing. I will say this is actually more series than I thought I was in. Only because I went through I went through my bookshelf and I was looking at all the series that I wanted to continue, and I didn't realize there were so many series that I was still in the middle of, only because I still haven't gotten like the other books to them. So that is what happened throughout this compiled list. But I do have a good amount of them that I am waiting on new releases for, so as well. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So I have compiled my piles of books that I have all caught up with, that I'm just waiting for the new releases to come out. Majority of them I think are coming out next year. Some of them have yet to be released, and then I believe one of them is coming out next month. And then I have a pile of books that I do have the next book of the series, or the next couple books of the series, but they are ongoing series. I have the pile of books of I have the next book in the series, but I don't have the complete series. I have a pile of I have the rest of the series of what I need to finish if it's a couple books or more. And then I have the pile of I only need one book to finish the series. And I'm not gonna lie, it's probably the biggest pile out of all of this, only because I don't have commitment issues to series. I will say this. I'm actually really good at finishing series. It's just that some of these are just series I do not want to give up because I love them so much. But anyways, let's go ahead and get started on this. So the first pile we're gonna go through, of course, is the books of series that I'm waiting on the new releases for and stuff like that. So the first one we have is Lore Olympus by Rachel Smythe. I don't know how to say her name. This one. I believe volume 7 literally came out in the beginning, like earlier on in October, and I already read it. Because I'm always reading these volumes like nothing else. So I'm excited for the next volume. Hopefully we get a release date on it soon. Or there probably is already out, to be honest. I have yet to check on the release date for volume 8. But I love this series. It's a really, really fun, really, really entertaining to read. So I'm excited for that one. Then we have Miss Heartstopper by Alice Oseman. Volume 6, the final volume, has yet to be announced, which we know. It's funny because literally volume 5 was supposed to be the last one, but then she went ahead and was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna announce another one. And I'm like, oh, okay. Love that for me. I absolutely adore this series, so I'm very excited to get on to the rest of them. And I do love a lot of the companion novels and stuff like that with this, so hopefully we'll get into that soon. Next, we have the Dark Olympus series, guys. I will say I am actually just holding up the first book of this series because, of course, I don't have the next book to them. The Dark Olympus series, its next book, I think it's book number 9, is coming out in... Crap. I didn't remember exactly when it comes out, but it comes out next year. Very, very excited because it's Poseidon and Icarus? I believe that's what they're called. But I'm very excited about that book, especially the plot is thickening, guys, with this series. So I'm very, very excited for it. But yeah, that's one I'm really, really hoping to read as soon as it comes out because I adore this series and I eat this series up like nothing else. Then we have This Woven Kingdom by Tara Mafi. The 4th book has yet to be announced, so we do not know when it's coming out. I will say this. I thought this book was a trilogy. I was told, no, I wasn't told, but I was like, doing my research, I thought it was a trilogy. I could have sworn it was a trilogy, but it turns out that there's literally a 4th book coming out, which I need to know the release date soon, guys. I need to know what's happening, because even though I did enjoy this Twisted Glory, what is it called? Yes, this Twisted Glory. I did enjoy it, but I feel like it was more of a filler book than anything coming into the next book or so. So I'm hoping to figure out, hopefully it gives us some information, gives us some clues, because she did give out clues about the next series of like the spinoff of Shatter Me, which all good, sis. I have it back there. I have yet to read it. That's not what I'm wanting. That's not what I'm looking for right now. So Miss Mafi, please help me out here. Then the next series we have is literally the next book comes out next month. So I need to pre-order it as soon as possible. But of course we have Light Lark by Alex Astor. Sky Shade, I believe it's called. Sky Shade literally comes out next month. And I am ready for it, guys. I do not know if it's the last book of the series. I have a feeling it probably is, unless she figures out more with the, like, if she tries to drag it out with the plot, we shall see. But I'm ready for it. What team are y'all on? Are you Ortho or are you Grimm? I can't decide. So, anyways, we have that there. And then the last series that I have all caught up with that I'm waiting for the next one, of course, is the Halfling Saga by Miss Melissa Blair. Listen, this series is so good. This series is really good. And I'm ready for the next one to come out, especially because all of the reveals that we had in the last book. I'm ready for the next one. I believe it comes out early January, so I will be pre-ordering that soon. I need to pre-order that book because, like I said, it's really, really good. Especially because I will say this one, Light Lurk, and then this Woven Kingdom, all three of these series I listen on audio. So more than likely, as soon as these audiobooks are coming out, guys, I probably will be listening to them and getting the copies of them because I always need them in my library no matter what. So yeah, those are all the series that I have caught up with completely, that I'm waiting on the next books for, and everything like that. Next, we have our list of series that I have the next book to, but they still are ongoing series. So let's go ahead and get on with it. So the first one I have is going to be The Summer Queen by Rochelle Hazan. This one, I forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I literally forgot the release date for the next book. I think it's next August that it comes out, but this is the Bound in the Buried. Is it Buried in the Bound or Bound in the Buried? I always forget the freaking name. The Buried in the Bound trilogy. I adore the first book. I really want to read. I have yet to read this book. And I need to read it, guys, because I really did love the first book because it gave you a good amount of magic and stuff like that, but I feel like it was more like a cozy fantasy, if you will. Let's say it was a cozy fantasy, and I really did enjoy it, and I'm really excited for this one. So I need to get onto it soon. I really, really do. Especially because I know that the next book is coming out in the middle of summer of next year, so I need to get onto it as soon as possible. These two, however, have yet to be released. So these two are of trilogies, I believe. Yeah, this one's a trilogy. I believe this one's a trilogy as well. These have yet to have a release date for their last books. That's why I'm kind of holding off on them, but even though I really want to read them. So first we have Never a Hero by Vanessa Lynn. I've been wanting to read this ever since finishing the first book and not knowing this was out for as long as it was. But like I said, I'm holding off on it only because the next book has not been announced. But yet it is one I feel like I just need to read so that I can have it whenever it comes out. Because I really want to read this book because I really did enjoy the first one. And then we have Autumn's Trailer by Hannah Parker. This one came out in 2022, guys. Let's just say this. This book came out in 2022. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been stalking their Instagrams. I've been stalking these authors' Instagrams. And she's literally writing the third book because she has yet to finish it. Miss Ma'am, I need it. I need it as soon as possible. I will say, though, I do appreciate how it literally gives you a summary of the first book, so I don't have to reread the first book. But even then, I really did enjoy the first book, and I was ready for this book. And this book, I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to get, only because it is the gorgeous Bookish Box edition. Even though we all know Bookish Box takes forever to ship out everything that they make. So I didn't get it for a while. But this is one I probably will put on my November TBR because it's literally called Autumn's Traitor. What's more perfect than that, guys? I don't know. Don't ask me. The next book that we have is, of course, the next book of the King of Sin series by Ada Huang. This is King of Sloth. King of Envy. I'm trying to remember exactly when it comes. Does it come out in April? I need to see, like I said, I need to catch up with these release dates, guys. I always forget after a while, but I need to figure out when this next one comes out. But more than likely, I'm not gonna lie, I probably will put this on next month's TBR because I am eating this series up like nothing else. I'm very excited for this one, especially with Salome, to see how she is. I like her. I like her personality and everything like that. So I'm very pumped about that one, especially because The Striker literally just came out, and I'm hoping to get that in the mail in the next couple of days because I really want to start that one as soon as possible. So Miss Huang, we need some answers. Even though I'm not gonna lie, I do not know, at least I have yet to do my research on what the fifth book is gonna be, like who's in there in the fifth book, because I have yet to figure that out. Probably we'll find some Easter eggs in here, but we shall see going into that. The next book series I actually have the next couple books to is the Never After series by Emily McIntyre. I have Wretched and I have Twisted. I am missing Crossed. I need to get Crossed, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting to finish this one before getting Crossed because Hex comes out next month, guys. Hex is coming out next month and I'm very excited for it. So I need to get through this as soon as possible, especially because I'm not gonna lie. This is literally a bit of my TBR the last couple months and I have yet to read it. But I know I'm gonna eat this up because this is one of the ones I'm really excited for. So yeah, I have the next 2 books in that series. And then I do not have the next book in the series, but I will be getting it as soon as possible. And that is Butcher and Blackbird. This is the Ruinous Love trilogy. Leather and Lark is the next one, which I probably will add to my cart and buy in like a week or 2, to be honest, from Amazon, so that I can have it in my hand so I can ready to read it, because I really did enjoy this one. And what is it called? I literally is it Scythes and Sparrows or something like that. I literally forgot the name of the literally 3rd book and I was talking about it. The 3rd book comes out I think in February, so I'm hoping to get through Leather and Lark and then getting that one as well, because I really did enjoy it. So yeah, we have that there. Really, really love that. And then I do have a couple of books. These books are kind of in lingo because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know much about this series. So of course we have Daydream by Hannah Grace. I believe, literally correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this is 4-book series. I don't think it's a trilogy. I think it is literally supposed to be 4 books. So I don't know exactly where this lies, but I'm actually very excited for this book as well. More than likely, this will be on my TBR for next month as well, because I really want to get to it as soon as possible. Because I will say, Henry is literally one of my faves. I love this man. He is everything to me. So I'm very excited for his book, to be honest, to see how this goes, to see how we love him and everything like that. And then we have Falling for Gage by Mary Sheridan. This one's kind of in lingo because I believe this actually is a series, because I believe it's called the Pelican Lake series, because this is supposed to be going to Travis from Mary Sheridan as well. I believe that's what it is. That's what I've been told. That's what the research I've done. So this one, like I said, is kind of in lingo. This one I don't really know much about, but I love Mary Sheridan. And I can't wait to read a lot more of her books, but this one is one that I'm actually really excited for. So we have that pile there. And then next we have the books that are completed, but I don't have the whole series to them. I'm only missing the next 2 books in this one, and then the next 2 books for, actually the next book for these 2, and the next 2 books for this one. So the first one we have is Queen of Legends by Kay Frost. This is the 2nd book in the Dragon Isles War book. The first one is Court of Dragons. I really did enjoy Court of Dragons. I'm not gonna lie, it took me so long to get this series, only because I was waiting to see if there was a bookish box edition of the 2nd book. There didn't come out with the 2nd one, so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna get the 2nd book regular cover. The hardcovers for these are $34. They are expensive for the hardcover version, which I understand, to be honest. Hardcovers in general is expensive, but I believe this is actually an adult novel, even though it was literally marketed as YA for Bookish Box. We're not going to talk about that right now, because Bookish Box does that a lot, to be honest. But anyways, I've been wanting to read it for a while. I'm debating on rereading Court of Dragons though, even though I do remember a good amount of what happened, but I read that like a year ago. I think I read it in 23 and it's been a while, so I feel like it's probably one I do have to reread before going into this one, so that's why I'm kind of hesitant, but I'm actually very excited for it as well. So yeah, we'll see how that works out. Then we have Dawn by, I never know how to pronounce his name, Ellie Wislin. This one is a collection of of biographies by a Holocaust survivor, and this one of course is called the Night trilogy. I've read Night twice. I read it once on my own, and then I read it for school, and I absolutely adore that. It's such a good like novel, and like I said, literally, as you can see, these are really short. Like, they're really, really short. This one's only 80-something pages, but knowing me, I am going to cry. So I have yet to actually continue on with the series, only because I don't know why it's taken me so long to get the 2nd book of the series, but I need to get the 3rd one so that I can go ahead and finish it up, because I really do love these memoirs. This memoir, the first one, is so good. I do recommend it if you want to like have your emotions all over the place. Like I said, and I read that one twice. Like I said, I read it for school and I read it on my own. I read it on my own before even reading for school. So yeah, I'm very excited to read this one. I believe this is the events after he's liberated. I believe that's what it is, but we shall see going into it. And then next we have A Bloody Heart by Sophie Lark. This is the 4th book. Yeah, this is the 4th book in the Brutal Birthright series. I am missing Broken Vows and Heavy Crown. This is the series, I'm not gonna lie, that I have been slowly buying as I read, which I need to stop and get the rest of the series, because I already know I like this series, so I need to just get the rest of it. But yeah, I'm really excited to get into this one, because I believe this one is Dante's book. Simone and Dante. So yeah, I'm very excited for this one. And more than likely, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the series that I probably will get through really fast, because I went through the first couple ones really fast too. So, and these books like are literally so short. Like, this is literally the longest book of the series so far for me reading it. It's only 300 and something pages. Most of the other ones were like only 200, so I'm like, yeah, I can probably get through that pretty fast. And then lastly is the pile of books that I only have one book left to complete the series. Now, here's the thing. I'm actually really good at finishing series, guys. Don't get me wrong. But I have told myself over the past like year or so that I do not need to be reading. I don't have to force myself to binge read series if I want to start other series and stuff like that. That's probably what my problem is with this pile, is that I need to go back to binge reading some series, to be honest. Actually, you know what? Before we finish this one, I almost forgot this pile. I'm almost forgetting piles over here, guys. So let's hold off on that one. So this one is actually the pile of series that I have the rest of the books to, that I need to somewhat complete. So the first one, I'm not going. The first one is It's My Fault, but it's also not my fault, only because this is a bind up of the series, and the words are so small. And I think did I read the first? Actually, did I read The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe in this one? I don't remember. But it's the Chronicles of Narnia, guys. I've read the first 4 books. So I've read The Magician's Nephew, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, The Horse and Its Boy, and Prince Caspian. So I'm missing The Void, The Dawn Treader, The Silver Chair, and The Last Bottle. I really do want to finish this series, guys. This is a series that I've actually, next to the Dragon Isle series, this is a series that's been on my TBR for the longest. Only because, though, I want to get the actual individual books so I can read them, because even though I will say, I can read this, but it's just that the font is, like, actually really small, and it kind of hurts my head sometimes, to be honest. So, yeah, that's why I've kind of been avoiding it. But it is one I really want to read, because it's actually one of the series I really enjoy. To be honest, it's a little bit slow. I will say it is a slow series, especially getting into it, to be honest, but I do enjoy it and I really want to finish it. So hopefully at the beginning of next year, I'm hoping for Christmas I can get the box set, either for myself or from my parents. We shall see. But yeah, that is one series I really want to get through as soon as possible. And then next we have the Belladonna series, or what's left of Belladonna. So I have, of course, Foxglove and Wisteria. I have started Foxglove, guys, but I'm not gonna lie, I kind of put it down because I'm in the middle of another series, which I'm about to show you, that I'm eating up. But I really do want to finish this one by the end of the month. More than likely, I probably will. I'm already 70 pages in, guys, and I actually really, really enjoyed the first book. I'm enjoying this one. It's going in a little bit slow, but I feel like after I get to that like 100-page mark, I should be fine. And these are gorgeous. These covers are gorgeous. So we have, of course, Foxglove, and then Wisteria, which is Blythe's book, which I think is I will say this one, I love how Blythe is getting more into, like, you get more of her in this book, which I'm very excited going into as well, like farther into. So yeah, I'm hoping to finish this one. I don't know if I'll finish it by the end of the year, but I'm hoping to at least finish Foxglove so I can get closer to finishing Wisteria. That one is at least a good series for me. And then, okay, so this series, I was not only supposed to, but I didn't even know if I was going to start this series this month, because the first book was on my TBR. I started the first book. I read the second book. I read a couple other books after that, mostly on audio, to be honest. And then, I'm not going to lie, I literally put down Foxglove so I could read this one. it is the rest of the Devil's Night series, guys. This series, I am eating it up like nothing else. This series is kind of how, literally how the Off-Campus series was to me. I ate the Off-Campus series up like nothing else. I read those books basically back to back to back. And this is one as well. Especially because I will say this. These books are big. They are really, really big. I read Corrupt. I'm not gonna lie. We'll talk about it in my wrap-up, but I'm not gonna lie. I read Corrupt in 2 days. I literally read Corrupt in 2 days. So, of course, we have Killswitch, which I am in the middle of. I am 70 pages into Killswitch. Actually, am I 70? Yeah, I'm 74 pages into Killswitch. More than likely, I'm not gonna lie, I probably will finish this either by the end of the week, or I'm hoping to finish it at least close to the end of the week so that I can at least finish it before the month is over. So, more than likely I will, though, even though it's literally 600 pages. Then we have Conclave, which is one of the novellas. We have Nightfall, which is Will's book. I'm actually very excited because I absolutely love Will. I love this man. This man is a sweetheart. I love this man. And then we have Fire Knight. So I'm hoping, more than likely, I hate to say it, this is probably a series that I will finish before the end of the year because it's literally that good. I'm going through it like crazy. So more than likely, I probably will finish that one by the end of the year, which I will say is sad compared to the other book series that I'm in the middle of that I've been on for a while. But anyways, let's go on and get to our final pile of all the book series that I only have one book to read before the end of the series, guys. So some of them, I will say, some of these were new releases that just came out. Some of them were books I have had for a while. And then some of them are books I've been avoiding. So let's go ahead and get into it, shall we? So the first one I have is actually Sun by Loris Lowry. This one, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I literally kind of ate the series up because I read the series on audio. I read The Giver, I believe my 8th grade year of middle school, and I really did enjoy it. And then I found out a couple years later that it's literally a quartet, and I got the quartet for Christmas. I got it for Christmas, so it's almost been a year since I've had the series. I got it for Christmas, and I've recently reread The Giver. Absolutely enjoyed my reread of that. I read Gathering Blue, really enjoyed it, and then I read The Messenger. And boy, did I eat that book up. I've been reading it on audio as well, so I've been going through it a little bit faster. But I really did enjoy The Messenger. And you know what? I actually did start this one as well. I think I'm only 3 chapters in. But this one I probably will read before the end of the month as well as an audiobook because I really do love this series. It is so beautiful. It is so good. Especially after reading The Messenger, I'm so excited for this one. And this one is the longest. I believe this one is actually like 300 pages. Or just over, like barely 300 pages. Yeah, it's literally 304 pages, which is longer compared to the other novels. But I believe this one is broken up into parts as well. Especially reading the first couple of chapters of this one, I'm already hooked. And I know, like I said, I'm going to finish it no matter what. So I really am enjoying this series so far. Next, we have Ember Queen by Lauren Sebastian. Like I said, Laura. I always say Lauren. It's Laura Sebastian. I'm gonna eat this one up as well because I did enjoy the first 2 books, like always. So I'm very excited for this one. Yeah, I need to read it as soon as possible because I know I'm probably gonna read through this like crazy. So this one probably will be on next month's TBR as well, so that I can get to it and finish it because I really do love this series. Next, we have More Than Words by Mia Sheridan. So this one is the last book in the Where Love Meets Destiny. These are all standalone novels. This one, I don't even know why I have yet to read it. Yeah, I just need to read this one because it really even won't take me that long, especially if it's like how all the other Mia Sheridan books. I read through all of her books pretty fast, so I feel like I probably can read through this one as fast as well. So I just need to get through it and read it, guys. It's one I just need to read. Okay, so the next 2 books, I will say, I started these books and I have yet to finish them only because these 2 I kind of left at work and I started reading other books. So of course we have Manslaughter Park. You can literally see that all of the books I was supposed to read, I don't have the dust track on it, so because I'm in the middle of them. You have Manslaughter Park. We're only 40 pages into her, guys, so don't give me too much on her. But this one I did leave at work, so I didn't end up like continuing on. But this one is one, I believe, okay, here's the thing. I believe it is the last book of the series because I believe Taza Price has a spin-off series of the first book, which is, of course, Lizzie and Mr. Darcy. I believe it's like a new duology is coming out. I'm excited for that one. Like always, I love the first one of this book. But this one is, I believe, the last book of the Jane Austen murder mystery series. So this one is one I need to read, especially because I've already started it. And then this one. Okay, guys. I know most of you are going to be very disappointed in this. Is I have started this book. I'm 60 pages into this book. And I still have yet to finish it. It is Destroy the Day by Bridget Kimmerer. This one, like I said, is one that I left at work. So I wasn't able to get to it as much as I want to. I'm literally 64 pages in. I know I just need to get through the 100-page mark to continue on with this. Especially because, like I said, this is one of my most anticipated releases of the year. So, and it came out in January, and I still have yet to read it. So this one is one that I need to try to get to before the end of the year. We shall see. I feel like I can do it. I more than likely can do it, especially because, like I said, literally the Devil's Night series, a lot of those books are literally 500 pages and more, and I went through those books like nothing else. So I know I need to get through this one, especially because, like I said, it's one I've been wanting to read. I waited like a year and a half for this too, so I need to just get over it and get on with it. Next, we have Celestial Monsters by Aiden Thomas. This is the second book of the, I believe it's just called the Sunbearer Trials, or it's called something, duology. This one just came out, I believe, did it come out last month? In September? I think it barely just came out in September, so this one is a new release I need to get to. I really did enjoy the first book, especially the way it ended as well. I'm very curious to see what happens in the second book, but yeah, very excited about this one. I really do like a lot of stuff by Aiden Thomas as well, so we have that there. This one, I'm so excited for. This one just came out. Literally, I think it came out, did it come out this week? I think it just came out this week, and I was very excited for it. And this is a series that I love. It's one of my most absolute perfect series in my opinion. I love the series so much. It is Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. I'm telling you, whenever she released that this was coming out, I pre-ordered it right then and there because I effing love this. And especially seeing like all of like the flip throughs of this, it is literally one of the cutest thing ever. I'm probably gonna get through this like so quickly too, because one, the words are small, and two, it's only like 200 pages, and three, there's like so many pictures. So yeah, I'm very excited about this one, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm going to hold off until December to read this because it's Christmassy, it's holiday-y. So yeah, I'm very excited about this one. I cannot wait to see all of my babies back in here. I have yet to read Once Upon a Broken Heart, I will say that. Like, as you can see, I have so many series behind me that I have yet to start. But Once Upon a Broken Heart is one I'm excited for, but yet I don't want to start yet because I don't want it to taint my love, okay? So the next book, okay, this one is also one that I am disappointed in myself for not starting. Foul Heart Huntsman by Chloe Gong. I'm telling you, I read the novellas and I was so excited after reading the novellas to get into this, and I have yet to pick it up. Only because, like I said, she's so big, and it's also the end of a series that I really enjoy, so I'm like, do I really want to do that? But anyways, like I said, I just need to get over of how big this book is, because like I said, the Devil's Night ones, I went through those like water. So I feel like I probably get into this one. I will say this about Chloe Gong's book. Chloe Gong's books, sometimes majority of them take me a little bit to get into before like devouring them, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes with this one. And like I said, especially this being one of my most anticipated releases of last year. It's literally been basically a year since this came out, and I still have yet to read it. So that's what happened with that one. And then last but not least, we have Ruthless Vows, which is the last book in the Letter of Chapman duology, guys. Say it with me. This has been out basically for a year. It came out December last year, and I need to read it. Only because I will say this. I did wait for the Owl Crate edition of this because I really wanted to match my first one. And it's beautiful. It's gorgeous. But this one is one that I've been holding off on. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why. Because this one, of course, was one of my most... I would say it was one of my most anticipated releases because I read I read Divine Rivals, and then I was waiting on this one, and I just hadn't gotten to it because I was waiting for this copy of it. And it's one I just haven't picked up, and I really want to. I really want to read it. I'm really excited to. So this is one I feel like I need to finish before the end of the year. So yeah. that is one of them I need to get to. So that, guys, is all of the books of series that I am in the middle of. More than likely, I'm not gonna lie, I think I am missing a couple of books in some of these series. We'll figure out later on. But yeah, we need to get through as much of these series as possible, because like I said, I still have all of these series behind me that I have yet to start, that I literally have the entirety of some series. I do really want to start the Poison Tommen series. I do plan on starting Harry Potter soon, and I also need to start the Heroes of Olympus series and the Dark Artifices. Those are some of like my top series that I feel like I really need to get to soon. And also the Lancaster Prep series. There's so many series. The Inheritance Game series. So many series that I need to get to, guys. So I'm trying to get through as much of these as possible before starting new ones. And as these, I will say this. This is the major pile I need to get to, is the ones that I only have one of, or the ones that I literally are finished series. It's basically the finished series ones that are getting to me right now. Because like I said, the ones that are like catching up to be completed because they're not released yet, that's not their fault. But it's my fault because I have yet to read them. So yeah, guys, that is going to be the end of this lovely video. Let me know down below how many book series y'all are in the middle of, and which of these series should I prioritize as well. Like I said, I'm going through a lot of these like water. I just need to keep on going and keep on doing what I'm doing. I will see y'all guys in the next video. Bye.